The entire aisle is bare. It's crazy. Look behind me. This is real, guys. Real. It's terrifying. And again, we deal with bare shelves. See that lonely can of soup right there? That's looking good. And here's the meat section. Just gone, guys. It's crazy. Look, guys, even the pudding. Even the pudding's gone. No one wants the sweet oat flax. Balsamic vinegar crackers. No one? No one? I'm surprised even the beet ones are gone. Shelves over here. Crackers mostly gone. The toilet paper aisle is wiped out. Except for the Charmin. What? No one wants that Charmin? No takers? This is insane. Like, I came for candles, but I'm not gonna spend $10 on one candle. That's nuts, people. Here's camping. We're out of charcoal. Alex and I stocked up on charcoal, but my goodness, it goes on the entire aisle. And of course, the bread aisle. All right, people. If you guys don't know, there's a pretty big hurricane coming. So as you can see behind me, this place is boarded up. That's Party City. This morning, before the sun came out, so I couldn't vlog, I went to Publix. There was a line getting into Publix. Things are crazy. Like, the shelves are so bare. It's insane. Right now, I'm headed to Dollar General. I'm in search for some candles. We have a bunch of candles, but they're scented, so I don't want that to, like, drive us out of our house. So I'm gonna, fingers crossed they have candles. If they don't, I'm gonna go to Sprout and then Target. I doubt they have anything, but fingers crossed. Every place is open really early, which is nice. Okay, so update, dollar store does not open until 9. Get with it. But they don't have any water flashlights or D batteries, so maybe Sprout will have something for me. Isn't this crazy? Do you guys feel like it's like the apocalypse too? Because that's how I feel. Sprout is still totally stocked on their baby stuff. Okay, so I wanted to update you really quickly. Sprout had baby food. Yay! Is that the only update? Oh, and they had this like special water. I don't know, alkaline pH water. Do you guys know about it? It must be like a healthy thing that I don't know about. But it was either $5 or $9, like a gallon. It was cray. Unless I read the signs wrong. I don't know. It was one of the signs. I was just like walking out and saw someone load, and I was like, water? And it was like special water. I'm thankful that we have water, but now I'm at Target and there's a super long line. Like, they're not even open yet. They open in 6 minutes. I don't even know what to say. It's crazy. Like, I don't want to say like people are starting to panic, because I feel like we've been panicking for like a week now, but it's a sense of, I don't know, eeriness in the air, and it's strange because we have this time to prepare because we see it coming, but it's still so unknown. It's like xenophobia. Like, we don't know which way it's going. We don't know if it's going to hit us hard or soft. It's crazy is what it is. It's just, Irma's coming for us. All right, guys, here's Target. That's a line of people. I'm about to join the craziness. Back in the line. My gosh, even the candles are wiped. All of that. Crazy, right? Unless I want those. Which are $15. No, thank you. Wow. So I was told I couldn't film in Target. Womp womp, whatever. So guess what they had? Water, aka liquid gold. And they also had flashlights, batteries. Oh my gosh, a camping stove. So many things, except no candles again, which was a bummer. Not even like Glade scented candles, even though I have scented candles. I don't want those. So I'm still going to try for the dollar store. Maybe I'll just call them when they open, because they don't open for like another hour. I don't know. That's the update. I'll see you when I get home. Here's my loot. All the batteries. I only got 2 cases. I didn't want to be greedy. There was plenty of people waiting for it. All right, this is probably pretty dim. Okay, one more thing I wanted to say about candles. Yes, I'm driving. This is probably so dangerous. I know in emergencies that you can light, crayons? And they'll burn for like a crazy amount of time. It's so crazy, the things that you can find on Pinterest. Anyway, I did find flashlights, so I guess I don't really, need candles, but I would just like to have them. But it's just not gonna happen. There's no candles anywhere. There's no gas, no candles, no bread, no waters. We're running out of supplies. And the hurricane hasn't even hit. Oh, good. I came home to make yum.
Now, at landfall, again, we're talking Category 4 strength, which is where we are right now. As it pushes over land, it will weaken pretty quickly. Tampa, we could be looking at winds around 100 to 115 miles per hour.
Here it comes. And right through the middle of the freaking state. Doink.
I swam to the bottom.
I know, you touched the bottom. We have a 10-foot plus pool.
I'm going to go.
Hey again, I wanted to update you. So it is currently, I can't read the clock, I'm blind, like 5:30, somewhere around there. And basically the path hasn't changed. We have been watching the news too much, I think, just too much. My emotions are like, oh my God, we're gonna die, and then like, nah, we'll be fine, and oh man, what's happening to our state, and then it levels out again, and it's just that roller coaster of emotions is what I feel. Like, I'll watch the news and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, look what's happening. Key West, holy cow, like, everyone's evacuated, there's no one there. Miami, like, everyone. There's like so many people evacuating, hundreds of thousands of people, which is great, but there's only one way out of Florida, and it's like gridlocked and no gas, and a lot of people have asked us if we're evacuating. Fortunately, where we live, we're in Tampa, we have not been urged to evacuate yet. However, like 30 minutes south of us, some people who live down there have been urged to start evacuating, and we have plenty of friends who have flown out like Wednesday night and Thursday, and who have evacuated, and now on the news they're saying like, if you're going to evacuate, you need to do it now, because otherwise, if you do it tomorrow, you're going to be driving in, you know, tropical storm winds, which is not okay. And then on the screen right now, breaking news, like, we can't save you once the storm hits, which is kind of like, oh my God. But yeah, we're staying. Hopefully we'll be okay. Looks like the south part of Tampa is going to get the brunt of it, and okay, a lot of people are, I think, trying to like comfort me and saying, oh, it's not a Category 5 anymore. It's still a Category 4, which is like, I heard a newscaster say, it's the difference between a punch in the throat and the punch in the face. Like, it's still gonna hurt. It's still 155 miles per hour winds. Category 5 is 160. This one, Irma, got up to like, I think 180, 185. Isn't that crazy? So technically, it would have been a Category 6. But that's never existed before. So it's just insane to see this kind of monster of a storm, and it just blows my mind. Like, Mother Nature is just like, and there's no defense against it other than to like board your house up and flee, you know what I mean? It's not like we can try to break it down or do anything to stop it. It's coming. Like, there's nothing we can do. So puts things into perspective a little bit. I have, however, it's showing a clip of like all of the cars. It's just crazy to see. Alex is like, turn the news off, like it's not helping anything. It's just, I mean, Alex and I haven't really slept. Last night, or I guess this morning, we woke up at like 3:30, and then we just started searching like updates about Irma. I mean, it's pretty crazy. We've never had a storm like, it literally engulfs the entire state. So obviously we've never had a storm like this, so we're both kind of like, what? And I think everyone in the whole state is like, what? Okay, my camera died, so I don't know where I left off or what I already said in the previous like 3.5 minutes I've been talking. Okay, what do I want to say? We're trying to live our life right now as normal as possible until the storm hits tomorrow night.
Now it is a Category 5 when it hits us again. Here we are. Hurricane watch. Not cool.
All right, so I'm going to drive around the neighborhood. On our community Facebook page, there are people that need help getting some boards up. I saw earlier this elderly guy he had like one board up with a chair underneath it, and then he was trying to hammer it up or screw it in there and just having a lot of trouble. So I'm going to drive around our neighborhood, see if there's anybody I can find that needs help. I see a lot of people out, surprisingly, walking their dogs and things like that. but there's not really, you know, much going on in a way of like, you know, boarding their houses up. It seems like most people are already done, but the ones that are struggling, we really want to help out. You know, if you have time, you have a little bit of energy, you should go out and try to help your neighbors out. Or basically, our neighborhood has like 2,200 homes in it. It's pretty incredible how tight knit our community is. We actually have cousins that live in this neighborhood. All right, so I found a guy up here that looks like he needs a little bit of help. So I just spent the last hour and a half helping a guy I met named Paul. I couldn't have asked for anybody better. He was so awesome. I mean, he was moving faster than me. I thought I can keep up. He's like, I'm 50 years old, and I was trying to keep up with him, and he was hustling back and forth. We were able to patch up like 4 or 5 windows, something like that, and it was pretty awesome. So I really feel good about being able to help somebody. Once again, if you guys are out there and you have a little bit of time, help your neighbors, because you never know when they need it. You never know what's going on. We actually had a couple of these Tapcon screws left, and we've been trying to give them out to some of the neighbors. So I know they sold out of plywood, they sold out of Tapcons, they sold out of all this stuff. So, you know, basically this hurricane is not like any other hurricane that we've had before. So when people say, oh, I've been through this, I've been through that, this is the biggest hurricane that's ever been recorded of all time. So it's definitely a serious situation, but you know, you have to make a good time out of it, and you have to get out and meet people and help people out, because that's what's going to make the difference in people's lives. So, you know, keep it up. Thank you guys for, you know, watching and keeping up with the storm, and we'll keep checking back in with you guys. Thank you very much. Peace.
Now we are officially on hurricane watch. 11 o'clock is the new one, but this is from, I think, 5 or 6 p.m., and it has shifted yet some more to the west. God, look how massive that thing is, right?
Hurricane force winds stretch out about 70 from the center, and then the tropical storm force winds stretch out 185 miles from the center. So across, it'll also be at 400 miles wide.
Wow. There it is. It went up from a 4 to a 5. And once Sunday comes, it's gonna blast us. Wow.
And then a second landfall on the mainland of Florida as category 4 or 5.
Definitely. Oh, that's not us. Nope, we're this bay. Woo, where's my hand? We're up here. We're this bay. That's Fort Myers. But it's still a 4. I mean, we're going to get the outskirts. Holy cow. You see that? Man, this is insane. Man, this is insane. It's, look, there's us. And it's still going to be a 4 around this area. Before, it was supposed to hit down here, maybe on the East Coast, or maybe up the middle, but it shifted west, so it's not going to hit land until, you know, way up here now. So for us, it means it's going to be a little worse. Okay guys, so my camera kept dying before, so I don't know where I was, but the forecast did update, so I just added that in there. Crazy, it keeps shifting a little bit to the west. We are still going to keep an eye on it. We do still plan to stay in our house. We have looked up where the closest shelter is, so should that be an option? We don't know yet. Alex went and helped a neighbor board up his house. I think that's going to be a more common occurrence. Tomorrow is like our last day of preparation. Tomorrow, well, today when you're watching this, Saturday is like the last day of preparation to either, you know, leave or do whatever we have to do to stay safe. So that is it for today's video. It's very overwhelming, very terrifying, very scary, but we're trying to keep in good spirits. And yeah, thank you guys for all the well wishes.
Always prepared, never be scared.
Right, yes. Avelina's right. Prepared, but not scared.